Hey, it's Four with Playboy.
And my Playboys Bunny.
And welcome to our podcast where we discuss pickup, game, relationships, and
sex.
And so today's topic is the phone is for logistics only.
Yes.
All of this is before you fuck the girl. Mm-hmm. It's that simple.
Exactly.
All these rules, everything that we talk to you about today will be, it's like AC and BC. Before you fuck.
Yeah.
BF and AF. Before you fuck and after you fuck.
This is all BF.
This is all BF, okay? It's the best we can do. And, we say the phone is for logistics only, meaning texting, which very few guys get on the phone and go, hey, baby,
Yeah. And by texting, in this case, we mean in the apps, messaging.
Yeah.
In our DMs.
Yeah.
In actual text on the telephone. Messaging back and forth.
Because how we normally say is online, you get a match, you run a couple questions, you get them off the app and onto text, from text in front of you.
Yeah.
And as few exchanges as you can get it down to.
Yeah.
So the goal is, and here's the reason. Do you want to tell them the reason that you want to get them, you want to use it as a minimum? What are girls looking for when they're texting?
They're looking for disqualifications. They're looking for reasons to go, no, I'm not him. He's too needy. He's too smart. He's not smart enough. He doesn't have enough money. He uses all caps. He is too short. Oh, he doesn't come from the right family. He does a job that I don't like. Like, you name it, he likes hunting. He likes Biden. He likes lots of things, whatever it is.
And that's it, literally.
So the more you chat, the more likely you are to say something that she'll use as an excuse to not meet up.
And that's why we always say girls have an advantage online. We have an advantage in person.
Absolutely.
Because you can see a girl that's dated nothing but tall, wealthy, handsome guys her whole life, and she marries a short, balding, no family type guy. And there's just something about him, is how she describes it. Because charisma or game overrides all of that stuff in girls' brains.
He slaps her on the ass when she walks past.
Yeah, exactly.
She flutters off to go get him drinks, and you name it. It's totally different.
And if you go, well, how'd you end up with Bob? Well, I don't know. I usually date men over 6 feet that are athletes, and there's just something about him. And he's like up to her shoulder. Yeah. You're like, that's how it works.
Yeah.
So,
but men, that being said, men are better in person.
Yes.
You need to be able to be in a position where your charisma can shine through the most.
So on the phone, you want to get your script or, your routine down to where you're mostly using logistics. You're going to get her engaged. You're going to get her off the app. You're going to get her onto text. And from text, you're going to say, hey, I'm going out for drinks Tuesday night at Barney's at 7 p.m. Do you want to come up with me?
Yeah.
And it's either yes or no.
Right.
And then from that point on, here's the phone.
It's
this
either
is where
yes, no, or she says, I really want to. I can't Thursday night.
But I can.
Can you do it on Tuesday?
Exactly.
She'll give an immediate.
She'll give you a reason.
Immediate, change of, anything alternative. That's the word.
She'll give you an option.
Yeah.
She'll give you an option. But you want to use that phone as little as possible.
Yeah.
Okay? Because the less you use it, the better your chances.
Yeah.
And then when she's in front of you, it's a completely different game. And after you bang her, it changes too.
Right. Right.
The momentum starts to shift into the guy's favor after you guys start having sex.
Once she's given up the goods.
Yeah.
Which is why she has these 3-date rules, you know.
But that's the deal, is guys get sucked in. They start talking too much on the apps.
Yeah.
And you're boring her to death.
Yeah.
And the way and don't get me wrong, these girls will try to suck you in.
Oh yeah.
They want text buddies, they want the attention.
They want to see how available you are, how needy you are
there
for their attention.
Yeah. But if they start trying to draw you into conversation, especially after you've already set a date. Just go, hey, this is something that I want to talk to you about, but we'll talk about it Tuesday night.
Right. Well, and if you haven't listened already to our over texting, over sharing, over sexting video, we will link that in the description box down below because it is really good and goes into this even in more depth. My question for you is, okay, so we've shared before that we had about 3 weeks between swiping right and actually meeting up, strictly because you were out of town for a race. So like we had logistically a delay.
Yeah.
A delay that we don't usually recommend and usually wouldn't have sustained. Am I remembering correctly? Didn't we get on the phone, like talk on the phone a few times? Or was that strictly after?
It was after. I never talked on the phone.
Okay.
That I can recall.
Okay.
And I just know that, like, it's funny because we probably had a little bit more interaction.
Yeah.
Earlier on than, because I was out of town.
Yeah.
And busy.
Yeah.
You know, for like 5 days before we met up.
Exactly.
So it might have played out into our favor, you know. So, but I don't think we ever spoke on the phone.
So you don't think that these guys should jump on the phone either?
Oh, no.
Okay, well that's why I brought it up.
Only, I mean, if you're of the age or the propensity and that's your personality, to call her to ask her out, that's fine. But you don't get on for chatting.
Yeah.
You know, that's not. You don't want to do that.
Okay.
And some of these guys are even like, if the girl's like, hey, I want to do like a FaceTime. No, I wouldn't. If they don't want to get in front of you in person, there's certain things that just don't convey.
Yeah.
Through FaceTime or through voice itself. You want to get in front of each other.
Well, and again, I mean, we say all the time, and it bears repeating, if she's not excited enough about you to spend an hour, let's say, of her time meeting up with you for a drink, then she's not going to get magically excited about you. So trying to talk her into it is a waste of your energy.
And just remember, a lot of these girls, I mean, most girls, not even just a lot, most girls are boring.
Boring.
It's not you, it's them. When they're that dull, you know, I kind of need to know someone, but cut her loose. She's going to let her be somebody else's pain in the ass.
Boring pain in the ass.
Yeah. But the deal is, do not get into becoming an entertaining monkey for any of these girls. Your job is to get them in front of you in person as fast as possible.
Yeah.
And you will find yourself fucking a lot more.
Yeah, exactly.
Not fucking around on the phone.
Well, and I think this is where your dread book comes in, because, you know, it a little bit of self-confidence and a little bit of dread go a long way for the male perspective to make sure she stays on her toes.
Yeah, basically it's kind of, dread is a bit of a, you bring the value and then there's a bit of a takeaway.
Yeah.
And you can kind of use it earlier in the interaction.
I think so. I think it goes a long way because, you know, like these girls who are just seeking attention and trying to be texting buddies, sending you a sexy picture, and instead of commenting on how beautiful she is, being like, you need to pick that fucking bathroom up, or why don't you close the toilet next time, you know, or what, I mean, your room's a disaster, why don't you clean your kitchen?
And the subcontext there is that you have lots of abundance and options, and you're not going to get drawn in.
But I think that your compilation book of Chateau Heartiste articles on dread would go a long way to maximizing the rationale behind this topic.
Logistics only.
Yeah.
And the link's down below.
Yeah.
All right. And we appreciate you guys listening. And if you like this video, like it, comment.
We love your comments on these.
We want to hear what's going on in your world, or what you've heard, or the stories you have to share. Subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys soon.